Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to work QTP objects. Basically, to give you idea, for example, let me show you some. If I type data table, that basically data table is an object that was created by the QTP application, and we can have all the methods and all the properties we can use for this object. But by default, if I type something just random stuff and I put a dot, it won't give me all this option because this object is not created. So to create an object first, we probably know this. Say let's say QTP equal to create object, and I type, if I need an Excel object, I can type Excel dot application. Right. So once I created this object, I can get methods and the properties of this object. So Excel.application is a class for Excel application. So once we know this class name, we can create these objects. So if I type QTP dot, now I can use all these methods and properties for this object. So by default, for example, data table is already an object, so it's already created. So where do QTP put these objects and class names? That's why we're going to show you today. So you go to your start menu, so you type regedit. So regedit is all your registry keys will be stored on this registry key. So basically, put a big be conscious and don't make any change on these properties because it can affect most of your operating system properties. So don't play around with this unless you know what you're doing. So first, I just want to show you all the objects that was stored for QTP. First, you go to Edge current user, and then you go to softwares, and then under softwares you can see Merkle Interactive. That's all the owners of the QTP application. Maker Interactive. Under Maker Interactive, you have Quick Test Professional. Under Quick Test Professionals, we have Make Test. And down here, we have all these objects of the QTP application. So what I want to show you is now, if I go to reserved objects, reserve object. These reserve objects are objects like data tables that I showed you that was created to make most of the activities easy for us to play around with it. For example, if I go to environment, right? I have this environment. If I type environment, that, and I have these methods and properties for environment. So environment basically it's not variable, it's an object that was created for environment. So likewise, we can create our own reserve objects so that we can call them whenever we need them rather than creating the object ourselves from our QTP tool. So for example, let me show for data tables, we have all this registry. So let me show you, you can right click on it and see. I don't want to copy it at this point, but just want to show you the data tables or environment. Let me go to environments, and then for environment, for example, we have the program ID, right? So this prog ID is, if I modify this, I won't be able to access the environment methods and properties. So this is the key, and this is the value right here. So what I want to do is I want to create my own new key. So I call that key name for, let's say, Excel test, right? And then for this key, I want to provide, actually I don't want to do this one, to do the GS. I want to go back in here, go to new. I want to create string value. So like you see, it should be prog ID. So the prog ID, I should let me see, modify. No, that's good. I don't want to mess with this, but yeah, there you go. The value I want it to be Excel application. That's the value of this prog ID. So I'm putting the class of my Excel application, Excel.application. Hit OK. There you go. Now I'm done. Now whenever I need to call an Excel object, I need to just type Excel and that, and I should get it. But the problem is, as you can see right here, I won't be able to pull up the methods and properties because I need to restart my QTP tool so that it can pull up the information from my registry key pool. So before I do anything, I need to exit out, yes, and I need to open my QTP tool again so that I can have access to the properties and methods for my Excel object. So if I go back here, and let me make it a little bigger for you so you can see it, Excel that. I want to type Excel that Excel test that. There you go. Now I can have full access to all these methods and properties in my object. So basically that's it for this time. Thank you very much.